Hello and welcome to part two of our conversion of measurements. We're going to be doing a different um, section, kind of, you take it slow, basically. There are other units of measures we're going to be converting in this chapter, but we're starting off slow because I know this is a new way of everybody learning. So, yesterday we talked about converting meters and centimeters and going back from centimeters to meters. Today I just want to focus on kilometers, which is a larger unit of measure, and then converting that to a meter. Okay, so it basically is kilometer, then a meter, and then centimeters. And there are others in there too, below and above that, but we're just focusing on these three right now. So with kilometers, 1 kilometer is the same as 1,000 meters. Okay. Yesterday we talked about how 1 meter is 100 centimeters, but with this, you're looking at 1 kilometer or 1 kilometer. You can pronounce it either way. Is the same as 1,000 meters. Okay. So if we have 6 kilometers, and km stands for kilometers, that is the same as 6,000 meters. Okay. If it was 10 kilometers, okay, that would be the same as 10. And then again, just like what we did yesterday when we were converting from meters to centimeters, we're just tacking on 3 more zeros here. 1, 2, 3. And that answer would be 10,000 meters. So in this case, when we're going from kilometers to meters, we are multiplying by 1,000. Okay? But again, the shortcut is what I told you, is just taking these zeros and tacking it on. Okay? You might come across some questions that will ask you to convert something like this, say 4 kilometers or kilometers and 82 meters. Ooh, that was a crooked 8. Okay, so just like yesterday when we had 2 units of measures in one, this part, the smaller piece, is sort of the leftover. Okay, so 4 kilometers. If it was just 4 kilometers, we know it would be 4,000 meters, okay? But we already have 82 meters here, okay? So the way we're going to do this is we're going to take the 4, we're going to move it to the front, okay? We know it's going to be in the thousands. And then you have to really remember your place value, okay? We have a 2-digit number here, 82. So this is the ones place. The 2 is in the ones place. The 8 is in the tens place. So I'm just going to place that here because I know the furthest to the right is the ones, then the tens, then the hundreds, then the thousands. Now, I don't have a number here. So yesterday we talked about what's the number that you just put in there if you don't have a number. You just put a 0, okay? So 0. So your answer would be 4,082 meters, okay? Another example might be, let's say, 8 kilometers or kilometers and 5 meters. Let's just go with that. Okay, so we know that 8 kilometers is the same as 8,000. But we have some left here. We have some meters already here. So it's not going to be exactly 8,000, okay? So, but we do know that the 8 is going to be in the thousands place, okay? The 5 is just one number, so that's a ones place. So what am I going to put in here to fill in? I need 2 numbers. I need a number in the tens place and a number in the hundreds place. What do I need to put in there? I have to put 2 zeros, okay? So 1, 2... My answer is 8,005 meters, okay? And that's really it. Let me give you one more example. If it was 7 kilometers, oh, that was not a good K, and 134 meters, let's just say, Your answer is right here if you think about it, because we know that the 7 kilometers is going to be 7,000. And then look, I have 3 numbers already left over to plop in right here. 1, 2, 3, 134, the ones, the tens, the hundreds, the thousands. All I had to do is put the number together, got meters, okay? Let's talk about converting it the other way now. Now we're going to go from meters to kilometers or kilometers, okay? So, now, if I gave you 2,000 meters, okay, what would that equal in kilometers or kilometers? Well, instead of multiplying now, we have to divide again, just like what we did yesterday. When we went from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, you have to divide. When you go from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, you multiply. So in this case, we're dividing 1,000, and that seems hard, but if you remember yesterday, what I taught you is we're just going to get rid of the zeros, okay, for now. So let's get rid of these zeros. What's left? 2. The answer is 2 kilometers. Done, okay? If I have a number, say, that says 4,000, well, let me just say 4,000 meters, okay? Well, we're going to divide by 1,000, which means I'm going to take off the 3 zeros. That leaves me with 4 kilometers, okay? Now, you're not going to get a lot of easy ones like this. You're going to have some that have kilometers and meters and kilometers combined, okay? Or a large number, excuse me, it's more or less going to be a larger number. It's not going to be even with all zeros. So if I did 5,127 meters, okay. If it was 5,000, it would be 5 kilometers. But we have extra in here that doesn't, this 127 is less than 1,000, so I can't convert that. I can't change that to a kilometer. So it has to, that part has to stay in meters. The 127 has to stay in meters. So we're going to end up with a kilometer and a meter, okay? So we know that the 5,000 meters would be 5 kilometers. So that 5 is going to go into kilometers. The leftover 127, that's going to be your remaining meters. Done. Let's see if you had a number like this, 8,015 meters, okay? If it was just 8,000, it would just be 8 kilometers, you'd be done. That's not the case here. So we're going to have a kilometer and a meter, okay? So here's the 8, it's in the thousands place, 8,000. That 8 is going to convert into the kilometers. The remaining number is 15. I don't need the 0 anymore, and it's just going to be 15 meters, okay? And that's how you're going to do the conversions. So let's take a look at our worksheet. Okay, so here we go. We have, so you have the length in kilometers and meters, and they just want you to write it in meters only, okay? So again, here's a little resource. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So if we have 8 kilometers, it's going to be what? 8,000 meters, okay? All right, I'm going to leave 11 for you to do on your own. Number 12 I'm going to leave for you to do on your own. Number 13, we have 7 kilometers and 900 meters. So we know that the 7 kilometers is going to be a 7,000 number. So we have a 7 and a comma, and whatever is remaining is going to follow that 7. We have 900 there. Easy peasy, meters, done. Make sure you put in your units of measure after your number. Okay, I'm going to let you do 14 on your own. Let's look at 15. 2 kilometers, 2 kilometers, and 95 meters. So those 2 kilometers is going to be 2,000, Now we have 95. Now, looking at 95, do we have a number in the hundreds place? No, we don't. So we have to put our 0 in there, sort of like a placeholder. And then the 95 can follow because the 9 is in the tens place, the 5 is in the ones place. Put my unit of measure in there. You're done. Okay? You're going to do number 16 on your own. And then let's look at 17. 17 is 3 kilometers and 5 meters. So we know the 3 kilometers is going to be a 3,000 number. Now, looking here, I only have a 5. So I don't have a hundreds place, and I don't have, oh, come on. I don't have a hundreds place, nor do I have a tens place. So what do I have to put in there? I have to put my placeholders in there. Okay, so I'm going to have 1 0 for the hundreds, a 0 for the tens, and then put my 5 in the ones place, meters, done. And that, okay, and that's that. So for homework, you're going to do 12, 14, and 16. Okay, now let's talk about going from meters to kilometers and meters. Okay, so I'm going to leave number 18 for you because I think you can do that. And hint, hint, there is no meters in this one when you have your answer. It's telling you 5,000 meters. So if it's 5,000 meters, you got to do something with these zeros, and then you'll have your answer in kilometers. Okay, so you can refer back to here to help you. All right, so now we have 6,340 meters. So how many kilometers and meters are we left with? Well, the 6,000, the 6 in the thousands place right here, okay, we know that's going to be 6 kilometers. The rest that's behind it is the leftover meters. So it would be 340 meters. Okay, you're going to do 20 on your own. 21, 2,065 meters. Okay, so that 2 in the thousands place, 2,000s, that 2 is going to be your kilometers. So 2 kilometers. And then what's left over is just 65. So 65 meters would be the rest of that answer. Okay, number 22, you're going to do on your own. Let's take a look at number 23. 23 is 4,002 meters. Okay, so 4,000. If it was just 4,000, you know it would be 4 kilometers. But we still have 2 left over. So that 2 that's left over there, those are the remaining meters that are in that measurement when you convert it, when you change it. Okay, and then 24 is very similar to 23. So think about how we just did 23 here, and then look at 24. Okay, and you're going to do that on your own. So for today's assignment, you're going to do numbers 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. All right, on the answer sheet, as you saw yesterday's answer sheet, I put in these answers in there. You just have to fill in the blanks. So the same thing today. I'm going to put all these in here. Okay, the ones we just did. You put your answers on the sheet, type it in next to the blank number. So 12 is going to be blank, 14 will be blank, and so on and so forth. Just put your answer in there. You'll probably have to do it on paper first and then type it in because you can't type right onto this worksheet here. But I think many of you are used to that by now. So just make sure you write your answers down and then go to the document in the assignment and type your answers in, okay? Any questions? Please let us know. Myself, Miss Marie, Miss Z, Mr. C, or Mrs. C, we can all help you. All right, just type a message in the classroom and somebody will help you if you're having trouble. But also you have this video, okay, with the whole lesson. So if you're unsure, just go back to this video, rewind it, and refresh your memory of what to do, okay? I have a lot of faith in you guys. You guys can do this, okay? And I'll talk to you soon.